Hello besties, it's Kira. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video we're gonna be doing my February wrap up. So I'm just gonna be honest, I only read 5 books last month, which is still like fine. Honestly, it doesn't matter how much books you read each month. As long as you're enjoying what you're reading, that is fine. Just really busy, didn't have much time to read, but the books that I did read I enjoyed. So make sure to follow all my socials down below, along with my Goodreads, Amazon wishlist, stuff like that. Will be down there if you want to check it out. Like, comment, and subscribe for more videos by me. Let's just get into it. If y'all didn't know, I've been going on this journey to find a 5-star. I'm just gonna say that that's what next week's video is going to be. Basically, I finally found my 5-star. It's my first one since I think August of last year. Fourth Wing was my last 5-star read. More in-depth thoughts and reactions of me reading this book will be in next week's video. Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. This is the first book in the, I think it's Letters of Enchantment duology. I get the hype so much. Beautiful writing. Because the book was so beautifully written, I feel like it told the story so well, and it was so just beautiful. Like, I don't know how to describe the way it was. Like, you have to read the book to know. I loved the letters. I loved the enemies to lovers kind of aspect. People were saying that there wasn't a lot about the gods and like the politics in this, but I feel like there was a good amount about them. I love the dual point of view, because if we didn't get Roman's side, I feel like I wouldn't believe him. Just love the historical, kind of magical, I guess, feeling to this book. The way this ended, I'm intrigued. The second book, I haven't heard many, like, I wouldn't say good things about it, but people were a little bit disappointed about not seeing 2 certain characters, which like makes sense because of how this ended. But nonetheless, I'm gonna read that book. We'll see how it goes. I recommend this book. If you have not picked it up yet, this is your sign. 5 stars. 5 stars. And then apparently I was in the mood for another fantasy. So I picked up Powerless by Lauren Roberts. I actually have the paperback version, but the new book is coming out in hardback. I want them to match. Anyway, I don't know why I was in my YA fantasy mood. Literally, this has been on my TBR forever because so many people love this book, and it was just about time that I picked it up and read it. I ended up giving it a 4.25 out of 5 stars. This is a lot of people's like all-time favorite books, all-time favorite fantasies. Like, they love it, they rave about it. I loved the enemies to lovers, I will say. I loved like the trials, because I think someone said this is kind of like the Hunger Games and maybe like the Red Queen series or something like that. I wish there was more of the trials though. I felt like some of them were drawn out a little bit longer than I thought it should have been. If it was gonna be this long, I wanted more trial politics and stuff. And that, of the romance, I don't want to say that it's kind of a love triangle. It's not, but it was kind of a love triangle. But like, I knew who I was rooting for the whole entire time. The end of this was insane. Like, I'm so excited for the next book in July. I had like the other version, I think it was the UK version, so like the writing was like a little bit weird, but like looking in this book, it's normal. 4.25 out of 5 stars. Definitely recommend this book. And then the last 3 books that I read for the month were all romance. First one I picked up was Reckless by Elsie Silver. This is the 4th book in the Chestnut Spring series. This is about Theo and Winter. It is accidental pregnancy. Does say it on the back. It's not a spoiler or anything. A lot of people were like saying that they don't like accidental pregnancy, but they love this book, love the way Elsie Silver did it, and I would say I agree. I gave this a 4 to 5 stars. Honestly, I haven't thought about it. I don't know how to explain it without like spoiling stuff. I just felt like it was maybe just a little bit too, like, I say insta-lovey. This was like a little too insta-connection-y for me, and I don't know if it's just because they had a child together. The relationship wasn't the way I wanted it to develop, and that's just literally a personal thing for me. It's kind of more my problem than it is like Elsie Silver. I literally have no more thoughts in my brain. At the end of the day, I did really think Theo's character and how he treated having this kid was really fucking adorable. It was like, so it was the cutest thing ever. It's not that I didn't care for Winter's character, but it was just like, okay. I didn't love Theo. Theo wasn't a guy that I was like, oh my god, I need to read his book ASAP. I did fly through this. I love Elsie Silver's writing style. I love this series, this little small town vibes. So I do recommend this series as a whole. If you want to check it out, if you haven't already, or add a 5 stars. Next up, I was just in a crunch of time, and this was part of my TBR prompt for the month, so I decided to pick it up. Crimson River by Devaney Perry, the 5th book in the Eden series. This series is just so fun. They're like really, really short, small town romances that all follow the Eden family. This book is about Lila and Vance. I gave this a 3 to 5 stars. I honestly just didn't care for these characters or this storyline. People definitely say that Demi Perry just writes the same books over and over again about white people in Montana. It's true. The first 2 books in the series, Indigo Ridge and Juniper Hill, were like so strong. And then as I read the series, I just don't care as much and don't find the other books as interesting. They're all like small town romances with just like a little bit of a mystery aspect in it, which if this didn't have a mystery aspect, I don't think I would have liked this book. But I felt like it was very insta attraction-y, too insta attraction-y for me, but I get it because it's such a short book. It's gonna happen that way. It was just like a little average, quick book for me. 3 out of 5 stars. And last but not least, we actually had another 5-star this month, which is like, I feel like it's unheard of these days. And I knew this book was gonna be a 5-star. Like, if it wasn't and something was really, really wrong, I knew it was gonna be a 5-star, and I'm so glad that it was a 5-star because I literally love these characters so freaking much, and I've been waiting 4 books for their romance story, and it just did not disappoint. It did not disappoint. Hothouse Flower by Krista and Becca Ritchie. This is Reich and Daisy's story. If you don't know, it's part of the Addicted Calloway Sisters series, which is like a huge interconnected series about 3 sisters and some guys. That's how I'll describe it. I loved this whole entire book. Like, it was a lot more than just the romance. There's a bunch of other stuff that goes on, as all of these books in these series are. There's just a lot of drama, you know, exciting things going on. I literally would die for Reich and Daisy. I would die for them. A little bit of an age gap. I guess it's kind of like Grumpy Sunshine. He's the grump and she's kind of like the sunshine, I guess you would say. There's just so much character growth in this. So much love between these 2 characters. Just so much that they go through and the way that like they handle it, and it's just so beautiful. I definitely would look up like trigger warnings for this whole entire series, but definitely this book deals with a lot of deeper topics as well. I'm just excited for their next book. I don't know when their next book is. I don't know how long I have to wait. I'll be in the other books as well, so I'm interested to see how they deal with their things in the other books. When you get the urge when you just love a book so much and then you just want to buy like book merch for it, this is how I feel. I need to find me some Reich and Daisy book merch so I can tell the whole entire world that I love them and I would die for them. 5 stars. Cannot wait for the rest of the series. I'm a little scared, but we'll see how things go. Those are the 5 books that I read in the month of February. Hope you guys enjoyed. I had some pretty decent reads, I am not gonna lie. Hoping I can read a little bit more in the month of March, but honestly, these next few months are gonna be really, really jam-packed and busy for me, so we'll see. It doesn't matter how many books you read, the quantity, it's the quality, and clearly that was true because I had a lot of books that I loved this month. If you did not see my March TBR and you want to know what books are on my radar, I don't know why I just did that. I want to know what books that I potentially could be reading for this month. Definitely check out last week's video. It'll be linked somewhere. Make sure to follow all my socials down below. My Goodreads, my book, Amazon wishlist if you want to check that out. Like, comment, and subscribe for more videos by me. And I will see you guys next week for my finally finding a 5-star. If you want to know, if you want to see the journey that I went through, make sure to stick around for next week's video. Love y'all. See you next week. Bye.